On the 3 songs I listened to, I already give him a 7. On the 3 songs I listened to, I'm already giving him a 7.
I'll give it an 8.
I haven't listened to the whole album, so it's not fair.
Okay.
It's done. Oh wow, I need to go buy more. So
This is called the come up.
it's the come up.
Pause.
Yes. Hey.
Fast.
Other new music that we actually really didn't get into. Casper's Hasisteitimu.
Doug, we spoke about this.
We didn't speak about it actually,
and I'm going to tell you.
No,
something
no. You know
I'm
why?
going to tell you something.
You know why I
that
did?
think.
You know what I did? You know what I actually really did? I just sat there and I really listened to the song a couple of times.
Tell me your sad story about Casper.
I listened to it a couple of times and I realized something. I don't like Casper, the person, but I like the direction he's going in now. Reason why I like that he's shaking his head, and I need to explain. And this is coming from a person who doesn't give about Casper.
See, you know the thing is, wait, before you continue, it would seem that way, but yet we've discussed him for 3 episodes.
That's true. And you know what? Like,
for me, that's a problem because it says to me the amount of artists we have in the country.
Exactly.
That we can speak
No,
about.
but he dominates SA culture.
He does. He's
And I
dominant.
think we need to be honest about that.
The man is dominant.
But to be honest with you, we haven't spoken about Nasty C yet, and we still have to speak about Nasty C. And
I feel like
and
Nasty
really get
needs a
into
day,
Nasty C.
yeah.
So we're gonna get into that. In fact, one day we need to have like an episode with the rivals, just the rivals,
Why
rivalry
do you want me
only.
to speak about Nasty?
Rivalry only. But we'll talk about Nasty C. But
Cool,
let me get back
fine,
to,
we'll talk
to
about
Casper,
that, yeah?
to Casper and Hasisteitimu. And I realize it's basically Hasisteitimu as in this is not the States. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
not the US.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why, in essence,
Why do you have to tell us something we know?
no, but that's what he's saying in his song. He's saying, I'm going to rap like this and I'm going to sing like this because I'm not from the States. And I appreciate that because he's now starting to embrace who he is.
Oh, he finally realized that
That's-
he can't rap like that.
I think he
And I'm not
fin-
trying to be an ass. I'm asking.
I know. I'm trying to be objective. I think he realizes that, not that he can't, but he's better doing it this way.
Okay.
He's embracing who he is. He's embracing the kind of music that actually what he enjoys doing.
Is he biting
this.
Questa's style?
I don't think he's biting Questa's style.
Okay.
I think Questa has his own thing.
This guy in impersonations. Every episode you get
That's
a
what
new
he does.
impersonation.
That's what he does. Casper is just, I don't know, man. I listened to that song and I listened to Gets Up, and what he's doing is that he's sampling like old school tracks.
Yeah.
He's sampling old school Kwaito tracks, and that's why people turn around saying that no, you're doing Kwaito, when actually I don't even think he's doing Kwaito. It's not Kwaito. It's more of his interpretation
Of Kwaito.
of Kwaito and hip hop and giving it a new feel, and I appreciate that. Remember, we were talking about artists needs to start doing new
something
things.
different.
Start doing new things.
yeah.
Don't be afraid to do new things, and that's
I
what
like
I
that
appreciate
thinking.
about that.
I like that.
I honestly
that was
think-
a very interesting deep dive there.
I went for it, eh?
You might have turned me.
You've been thinking
I
about
went for
this,
it.
Yeah.
I thought about it because the thing is, we were hating.
This is
And
what
I
I'm
honestly
thinking.
think we were hating.
No, I was not hating.
Okay, I was. But
I was just being honest. I
but
felt.
Casper's new direction, I can't wait to hear what next he's going to sample. But then again, the question I ask is that is it sustainable the
keep
way that he's
sampling.
to keep sampling the way? Well, Kanye has been sustainable sampling everything. It's so that are there only so many Kwaito tracks, Kwaito hits, or is there more for him? Is there more for him to create
on.
from this? To build from this, and I think
Okay.
there is. I think there is.
I believe that.
I think the direction he's taken, I think it's dope. I think
believe
it's
that.
dope. I think it's nice because he's not trying to, in this line, he's not competing with anyone but himself. Before he was competing with AKA, he was competing with Casper. I mean with Nasty.
Yeah.
He was competing with who's that other guy that nobody likes? Saudi.
How is he competing? Saudi just came out though.
Yeah, but nobody likes him.
No, I'm saying how can?
Okay, he's not competing with himself.
Thank
My
you.
bad.
Sure.
Saudi ain't
You're
shit.
giving Saudi props for nothing.
Sorry, Saudi ain't shit. Other mainstream rappers, right? To be honest with you, who's Casper competing with now in this new direction that he's taking? Nobody.
It's his own space.
It's his own space
that he's created,
and
which
that's
is dope.
And that's what I take, especially from a South African perspective. He's not sounding like everybody else,
100%.
and I like that. Questa has never tried to sound like everybody else, and I love that. Ricky has never tried to sound like everybody else, and I like that. AKA, I don't want to say he hasn't been trying to sound like everybody else, but I appreciate the kind of music he's giving us.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes, honestly, he's just talking straight garbage.
Exactly.
But I appreciate the kind of music he's trying to give us because he's giving us feel good, nice songs.
So okay, so this is the question that I want to ask you here, because I'm going on, for example, something that Styles P had said on State of the Culture.
Yeah.
There's too many. All of a sudden now, hip hop has become about turn up songs and feel good music and all of that type of shit. Nobody's actually competing anymore in terms of like, yo, bar for bar, what hip hop and rap is, the sport of it. Nobody's actually doing that.
I think there are songs for that. But then again, at the same time, bar for bar, it's not selling.
Isn't it?
It's not selling. It's not selling like it's supposed to.
Pusha
Like, put it
sold.
this way.
Pusha sold well.
Pusha sold, yes, because he gave us 7 songs. If Pusha gave us 15 songs
okay.
like that, I doubt it would have gotten the kind of hit that it would have gotten.
Marshall did it on
Yeah.
Kamikaze.
Marshall gave us.
Because it was Marshall.
Yeah, I think it's different because Marshall. Secondly,
It's another
because
sphere.
there are songs
It's
on
another
Marshall's
sphere.
album that, Marshall are the type of people that could release, and we'll go and buy it.
Either way.
Yeah.
We'll go and buy
Because
it
you're
either way.
expecting quality.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's very
You
rare
already
that
hear
you're
what
going
he's
to get
talking about.
disappointed.
Like,
That's
but
true.
the biggest thing is that the thing about Eminem is that you're not sure, are you going to get Eminem or you're going to get Marshall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the new Kamikaze. I absolutely loved it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that he was coming at everybody.
Me too.
And he was rapping. Come on. I love that. I absolutely love the fact that he was coming in as Marshall like that. You know what I mean?
Get some juice. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I loved that he was doing that. You know what I mean? I loved what everyone else is trying to do.
Okay.
Pusha. Hey, we'll talk about Kanye.
We're gonna talk about
Cool.
Kanye.
We're gonna
need
invest-
to
good-
talk
we're gonna
about
We need to go
Kanye.
about a good 30.
But the fact is that I appreciate what these artists are starting to do, especially what you were saying earlier on, in the previous episode, that
Go back and look.
we need artists to start doing something new. Give us something new. Make us fall in love with you again.
Yeah. You see, this is the problem. And I think that when we say things like that, people take it as we're saying reinvent the wheel. We're not saying reinvent the wheel. Right? For example, I don't know if you watched Quincy on Netflix. Quincy Jones says something that's extremely profound in there. There's only 12 keys. There's only 12 chords that you can fucking play, that everybody can play. That's just the way it is. And this has been happening since music started. It hasn't changed. So you can't reinvent the wheel, but you can do something that makes people sit up and go, AKA did that. He really did that with this. I mean, as much as we don't really fuck with Touch My Blood, and I didn't like the things that, the little antics to get people to.
I
just buy
didn't enjoy the
album.
antics, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed the album. But
It went
yes.
he went in a direction that made sense for him. It was different.
It was
And
different.
it made you sit up and go, I have to listen to this. I have to, what is this? And I do agree with what you're saying in terms of with Casper. He went in a direction that made us go, okay, cool. Yes, that post that he put out was unnecessary in terms of
It was
But
unnecessary.
I believe this, right? And it might sound crazy, because I went and I looked back at, because I sent you something and I said, yo, Casper saw what we saw about what he said about him, and I had tagged him in one of the posts where we were speaking about Casper. We were asking if he's Kwaito or hip hop. I think he saw that.
You already saw that.
I think so. I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything like that. I feel that it was something he saw and he felt that I need to address
You need
this.
to
But
say
but he's not also going to give us lights. He's not going to be like, well, those guys on the come up said this, because what does that do? It ends up exploding our show because people now come here, and he doesn't want that. But he's going to say his piece and be like, oh, people say that I don't have it, so I'm not what they think I am. I think.
The thing is that Casper thinks he's a legend.
Casper
I'm not
has two albums.
saying he's not dope,
He has 2 albums.
but you're not a legend yet. Bro.
You have to put in the work.
But we respect the grind. We
Yes.
respect the grind. We respect what you're trying to do.
But you're not up there yet.
You're not a legend.
We have to, and I'm not
And
trying to be
AKA is not a legend.
but he has at least a body of work to be considered. AKA has enough music to be like, for us to actually go, you might put him in South African terms, because how many other South African hip hop artists have as many albums as AKA does?
None.
Nobody.
Wait, hang on.
This guy's a body of
Hip-hop
work.
albums.
Hip hop albums. He has.
We have to look at
He has,
hip-hop albums.
he has Alter Ego. He has Touch My Blood. He has Levels. He has what
That's
else?
about
does he have?
3. It's 3.
He has another one.
It's 3.
He only has 3.
Yes, 3.
Who else dropped 3 albums though? Double H
In
P
hip-hop.
dropped 2.
No, WHP dropped 3.
He dropped 3 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's the
Acceptance-
thing though. Like
Acceptance Speech is
3 is the
amazing.
acceptance speech.
Acceptance
It's
Speech
3.
is amazing.
It's 3. Like 3 albums in hip hop in SA. That's a lot.
It is. That's a large
And here's the
amount.
thing though, 3 hip hops that none of them flopped.
No,
None of them flopped.
no. Everyone did
So I'm
numbers.
waiting. I'm waiting to see what Casper's next album is going to be like.
That's important. It's an important thing for us to know.
I hope he's not gonna do that whole gimmick of releasing an album at the fill up the Moses Mabhida.
Of course he is.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
where
then-
the space, that's the opportunity.
creative. That's what he does.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
That's
That's
exact 100%. That's how he's gonna get you.
But I respect the fact that he's gonna do it like that. I mean,
Do
you
you
know what I
think,
mean?
dude?
Do you think
You're doing something different.
Push your album. Push your album.
You're doing something different.
Oh, new music as well. Bad Bunny featuring Drake. What did you think about that? Spanish, what?
I was fucking
Bringing
salsa
the
in my
Latino
boy.
side
I
to
was
the flavor,
Hey.
baby.
Hey.
Bring it on.
Hey,
Bring
hey.
it on.
I was in my bag, dude. What?
Okay, so
Bad Bunny made
was
me
amazing,
happy.
but-
so light-skinned people won this round.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bad Bunny,
they won this round,
were
bro.
great. And also have to respect Bad Bunny's hustle, dude. Bad Bunny's been on the
Bad
grind
Bunny-
for a very long time.
Kid is
He's been
doing
good.
well.
It's a good song. Drake,
Proud of him.
Drake rapping in Spanish.
Alright.
Very happy to see
You
that.
know what? I'm
Respect to
really.
that.
In fact, we've got to hit a session where we do actually talk a little about and actually bring out the fact that we've got the Latin culture really bringing themselves into the hip hop scene, but like in an authentic way,
Staying Latin.
Internationally.
authentic.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's a good example for flipping South Africans
But
to
then
repping Vernac.
that's what I was about to say
No,
to you.
continue
though.
being
What you-
authentic.
I really took time to sit down and think about what you said in episode 1.
Yeah.
And it made a lot of sense to me. If I put this thing in your face constantly, so for example, like what we do at the Come Up, we put out an episode and you go and you tag everybody. We're putting it in your face, goddammit. Eventually, you're gonna like
Guys,
it.
I'm sorry for tagging all of y'all,
But you're gonna keep getting
but
tagged,
I'm
my
gonna keep
nigga. Like,
tagging
it is what it is.
Come on, you know you like
Until you guys
it.
put that
You know
notification
you
on
like
to get like that,
it.
to show that we put an episode up. He's gonna keep tagging. It's just
I'm
the
gonna
way
keep
it is.
tagging y'all though.
But it's if you put it in people's face long enough, eventually that was Davido. Davido was in people's faces long enough that eventually we went, God damn it, I have to like this Davido song. And I like it. I love it.
And that's the
I'm a
thing,
big
like,
fan.
which was the first one? It wasn't Fire. It was If I Tell You.
Yes. Big song.
Like, I remember the
song.
first time I heard that song, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude,
bullshit?
I just always wanted to
I'm
go
not
to
gonna-
Mozambique.
I'm not
every
gonna
time I
listen
heard
to
that
this.
song. That song goes off in
Yeah,
Mozambique.
no, we
Facts.
need to go to Mozambique.
We do.
Actually,
We
he needs
actually-
to, he
you know
needs to
what?
take me to
We need
Mozambique.
to do a
I've
come-up
never
show
been to
in
Mars.
Mozambique.
Girl,
How's
that's
I've
that?
never been to Mars. I need to go to Mars.
Ooh,
guys.
come on.
We need to do a
Mars.
come-up show in Mozambique.
The
How's
Come
that?
Up is going on tour, people.
That would be fun.
It's fun. We think we're
We're
bigger
doing
than we are.
South Africa.
We think we
That would be fun.
No, we
Take
got
it on the
Foresight. We
road.
got Foresight.
Take it on the road.
We see,
Yeah.
Most people say things that are and say why. We see things that
And we
aren't
say and we-
why not.
Oh,
Exactly. Why
my
not?
That's what we're trying to
God.
do. Why not? Fuck it.
Episode 3, why not?
Why not, eh? Why not?
Because
This is why we did the show, right? We did the show because we're like, why the fuck not?
So done with new music.
Yes.
Done with new music for this week. A lot
Oh,
of
wait,
new music, but
let's rate T.I.
Oh
we rate-
shit!
can we rate
Ti,
T.I.'s album?
Ti, guys. Honestly speaking, Ti's album. I listened just like I listened to Logic's album, from track 1 to about track 10. I didn't skip one song. Didn't skip at all. When I got to track 10, I think there was like 4 other tracks left, and then that's only when I started skipping. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. But I love the social commentary that Ti
Ooh,
has
man.
on his album. I respect the kind of person that he is,
And the
You know
bumps.
what I mean? With his
And
hideous
he's also got the bumps.
with his hideous looking wife. I mean, I absolutely love his album.
Nah,
Tiny,
Tiny isn't
tiny,
it?
ugly
Nah.
for shit, like
Nah,
ugly
it's
as shit.
yeah.
But yeah,
My
that's
mom never
for,
said I
for
must
me
never say
this
a woman's
week.
ugly, but
great,
yeah.
great week for music. Great week for music. South Africa,
Massive.
South Africa, from America, from everywhere. Great music.
Great. I agree.
great week.
I would agree with him. There's nothing that I could say negatively about any music that's come out this week.
Mm-hmm.
I was super excited for everything. Yeah, obviously Quavius let us down. But
Quavius-
there's a part of me that felt like that was going to happen.
You can't win it all.
You can't.
Mm.
And I think, because Quavius also, he had one song in it which was very much like Dedicate,
Mm.
Wayne's track, where he's basically saying, like, I started this shit. And he's speaking about how he started this
What
wave.
mumble rap?
Who?
What Quavius?
I don't know what
This
Quavius is saying.
Guy
exactly.
talking about he started mumble rap.
I don't know what he's saying. He
Hey,
started.
bro, like he shouldn't own that, eh?
It's not something.
I don't
you
think
want.
anyone would
It's not
want
something
to
you
own.
own.
Nobody's, not even
No
Chief
one,
Keef put his
no,
hand
no
up
one
for
would
that.
want to put their hand up.
And
Like, I
Chief-
started mumble rap. No.
Nobody wants to do. But he's.
He's like, guys, I started shitting my pants.
I made it a trend
I made it shitting my pants
in public. A
No,
trend.
okay,
you
that's
don't
not cool.
need-
That's
Nah,
not cool. But anyway,
I'm happy.
next topic. What's it on there?
Best album so far of the year. So far, people. We know
The thing
this is. Well, I mean, what are we? We're in October.
But we argued about this before. we argued about this because
No,
I
you
kind of feel
argued.
okay. I argued. I like
You
to,
argued with yourself.
Yeah, I argued with myself.
It was not me. You sent 4
I said-
messages.
I said-
that basically went from no, we shouldn't to wait, hold on to wait, I think we could. You know what? Let's do it. And I was like, oh,
And he didn't respond at all. He responded at the end. He's like, okay.
I was like, cool. I
I
guess.
had a full-on convo with myself.
That's great.
Honestly, I
I
think
like
it's
that.
I think it's too early, man.
You think
Personally,
so?
for me, I think it's too early for us to even rate albums for album of the year. However, we can start a countdown of the top 20 albums.
Let's
in
do it.
no
I
in no
actually like
particular
that.
order.
Let's
I
do
like
it.
that.
In no
In no
particular
particular
order.
order,
And we're gonna put
you
it. And we're gonna
20.
put it on
Yeah.
the. We'll put it on the page as
Yeah,
well,
we'll
so
put it on the
people
page.
can add and
Yeah.
edit.
I like
and-
that.
Yeah.
Because we know that we always, for some reason, we always get shat on for something.
Okay.
Every episode.
Okay.
First episode, it was because we didn't know enough female rappers. Second episode, it was something about the DJs.
Well, that's the problem though about the fucking female rappers, okay?
I don't understand.
Shit!
I don't understand why
Release
we're getting-
music so we know who you fucking are.
I don't know why we're getting in trouble.
But anyway, next
So
one
we're
was
gonna
about the
start
DJs.
Yeah, no, it was just like we're talking shit about DJs. So Lou's gonna keep.
Who
this
said
for
we're
us.
talking shit about DJs?
I can't remember. You people are. You know when you just zoom past what people.
Okay,
say?
so anyway,
top 20.
so I'm gonna just quick one. I'm gonna address this. I want to
Oh.
address this one quickly.
God, guys.
So, number one,
You guys made him upset.
when we talk, I'm upset, and I'm an emotional ass motherfucker. So
That's
A
true.
light-skinned, dark-skinned guy.
I'm a dark skinned guy with light skin tendencies.
Light-skinned emotions.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. We're being honest about DJs, and the reason why I was being honest about DJs is because of the fact that, like, if we hit a nerve with what DJs are doing,
There's some truth in it.
then there's truth in it, guys. We call it as we see it.
Yes.
we're not trying to make friends here,
This is true.
like, and at the same time, we're not trying to alienate. We're just being honest, and we're being honest about what we say. And if you take this the wrong way,
We're giving an objective point of view.
exactly, and we're giving you a point
Advice.
where we have seen from the back and from being a DJ, from
being a
being
consumer.
the back in the backstage, and being managers of all these things,
Yeah.
and then being consumers and sitting there watching everything happen. Honestly, guys, we see this shit happen, and the fact is that radio DJs are full of shit. Fuck you guys. And when I say this, I'm saying the guys that are taking money to fucking play people's
Oh
music.
yeah, you guys
I
are
will
trash.
always shit on you
Yeah.
guys for this shit, right? Number
You
two,
guys are trash.
club DJs. Club DJs who always play the same shit.
You guys are lazy.
Over you.
Y'all are lazy ass
So over
motherfuckers.
You're lazy.
So
And I will always give big ups to female DJs
We
because
love
y'all care about your freaking y'all
Crowd.
care about the audience.
Yeah,
you care about
they
what
play
they're doing.
for you.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
They
You made
play
me.
for
You made me
you.
remember, like when you said Miss Cosmo last week, and I actually sat back and I remember the Heineken event that happened with the Champions League final.
Yeah.
When Miss Cosmo DJ'd a set and a
Sauce.
half.
Bro,
Yo.
I saw Miss
Sauce.
Cosmo at Ultra.
Sauce.
Which Ultra was it? I think it was
It was the second ultra,
2015
wasn't it?
or something like. I can't remember which.
Was the
Ultra.
second one?
Yeah.
Was the
so
she
it's
was
like there's
amazing.
somebody that I didn't want to see on the main stage. So we didn't. Yeah, we just went and Cosmo was playing.
And Cosmo's doing the thing.
God
She
damn it,
set
bro!
our lives.
She smashed all them niggas,
She
and that's my
set
thing.
us
Is,
on
my,
light.
and you see, it should never be this. It should never be about male or female or whatever. But that's just the way it is.
But let's just be
unfortunately.
honest. The female DJs.
Cosmo's
know
for
what they're
me.
doing.
Right now, Cosmo's probably the best DJ in the country
More than DJ Zinke.
in terms
We
of
need.
hip hop.
We could. Oh, okay. In terms of hip hop,
Ooh,
but we
yeah.
need to do a
She's slaying
female.
in
We
hip-hop,
need to do a
yeah.
female DJ.
List.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
now you just
That
brought
would
up
be
Zinkler.
hot.
Now you've just
You've
put a
opened
spanner
the-
in.
Yeah,
I know.
you put a spanner.
I said throw a spanner there.
You said Zinkler, and I had to backtrack and say John.
I even kept
said-
quiet. I was like, what?
Guys,
I was like, wait, hey, don't say my things. I said genre, yeah. I said hip hop means just make wrong.
No, but you know what? For real, listen, DJs, get your shit together. You know what? We'd be going out more. People would be dancing more, and I think the social scene would be on such a
My
better,
guy, I'm
better
sorry
situation.
I'm sorry I've seen people at, and I'm not gonna actually shout out any club names, but anyway, I'm tired of seeing people at clubs recording videos of them and their drinks or you're not dancing, dog. When did that change?
I don't
Yes,
understand why
we
you
live in
even
this new era.
prepared to pay money to walk inside a place to buy more booze to sit and talk.
Exactly.
How does that make sense?
It's social media, guys.
It's all about the
We
hype.
want people to know that we're having fun.
You gotta prove to me you're having fun.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
That's a
social
good
media
point.
is. Why do you think we're going on Instagram?
We
Why are we
do.
going on? By the way, at me poem,
At Suleiman
at
Steele,
Suleiman Steele,
at Lucette August.
at Lucette
88.
August,
88.
at Lucette August 88.
Follow, like, and subscribe.
Check my-
Shameless puns.
Check my stories. I never post stories, so the day I
Absolutely
do,
My
shameless.
shit's-
you're gonna love it.
Guys, my stories are fire, bro.
Best albums of the year. Okay,
Yes.
so far.
Top 20.
Top 20 in no particular order. I'm gonna go from most recent. My 3 so far.
Cool. You'll do your thing.
I'm gonna have to say Pusha.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to say Pusha.
Daytona was fire.
Daytona was fire. It was on another
Love
level.
Daytona.
I'm not gonna say Drake because I know you're gonna put Drake on there.
We're not doing the same list though. It's not a joint list.
He likes light skinned people.
Oh Lord. This guy's a hater.
Another album. Honestly, it's a tough one. Are we only looking at America or are we looking
Global.
The world.
globally?
Global.
Your top 20.
Nasty. I have to put
Oh,
Nasty's
Blings and Strings.
No, strings,
Strings
and
and blings.
Yeah,
Blings and tings.
Tings and tings.
Many a teams.
I gotta put Nasty's on there because I really enjoyed his album. I really did. I really did. I went on a Spotify. I remember I created a Spotify account just so I can listen to Nasty.
Wow, nasty. You have a fan, dog.
Proper fan. Like
cool to hear.
I
You see
enjoyed
Nasty's
70% of his album. For me, if I enjoy 70% of your album, your
It's a
album is
win.
already it's a win.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd agree with that. If you can have half,
Even if I don't like 30%.
for me, if you can get 50% of your album being liked, I think that you've done a good job.
Nasty. Who else? I said Nasty. I said Daytona. She's. I gotta really think about it.
Louise.
I gotta think about it.
So actually, why don't we do
And this
this?
is
why
not
don't we
a
make
surprise
this list
to
at
him.
the end, actually?
Yeah. No, you know what?
Okay,
We'll,
yeah,
we'll
that
add
makes
to
a
it.
lot- that-
We'll
that
add
makes-
to
that
it.
makes sense.
You know what? Let's add songs to the list.
No.
I mean, let's add albums to the list.
As the show
And then
goes.
what we will do is that we will reduce, we'll take out what
Yeah,
we need
as
to take
we
out.
feel- as we
And
feel
then we'll give you,
Yeah.
we'll
I like
give you a
it.
complete.
Yeah.
I
So,
like
so far, actually, I'm just gonna name only 2, man. Nasty and Pusha.
Okay, I got Scorpion, of course.
And you, what did I tell you?
Well, I don't
Drake's
know why
album.
it's- Yeah, great album. I'm gonna go with Daytona as well.
Yeah.
Daytona was fucking fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Carter 5. The Carter 5 was amazing. I'm going to go with
Carter, really?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised by that one.
I really like the Carter 5. I'm still listening to the Carter 5. I'm still digesting.
You know what I'll add on to them? Logic's album.
Of course.
I'm gonna put Logic's
Of
album on
course.
there.
You were championing Logic last week.
Yeah. As much as I didn't.
I had to shit on him.
Yeah.
I had to find the balance in this team.
Yeah.
Because you were
Champion.
I'm black,
Logic,
I'm white.
Logic,
I'm black, I'm white. I'm
Logic.
white, I'm black.
I know. Although Logic is not allowed to say the N-word though.
He isn't.
Nah, it's not.
It's unfair.
You're calling yourself biracial. You're not allowed to.
Okay, cool. Fine.
Why is he not allowed to again?
No, why are you calling yourself biracial?
But he
is
does-
that you call yourself black or you can call yourself white? It's like that Tiger Woods shit.
Yeah.
When Tiger was calling
And
himself,
Mariah Carey.
like when Tiger and Mariah were like, no, I'm not black. I'm just biracial. Oh, okay. You want to do that?
Okay.
You can't use the N-word.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, don't come with that, and then you want to enjoy the privileges, the few privileges as
That
black
we
people
have.
have.
Yes.
Exactly.
I agree.
I understand.
You
I
can't-
agree.
you can't say the N-word.
Either you with us
You're
or
against
you
us.
know
Oh, you're
stay in
not.
your lane.
Oh, we're not buying your shit. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Pretty simple.
And you
Tiger-
know what?
but
The
Tiger
American
wanted back.
public did exactly that to Mariah.
She
The
suffered.
American public showed her a thing or two.
No, but like Mariah, like didn't help her case.
No, she didn't. Listen, I'm not saying. Please don't get me wrong here. I actually think what they did was a good thing. I think that was. I think that is something that lacks today. That power of public influence.
Power of the consumer.
Yeah, to say, you know what?
Artists
I'm
forget
not
that.
fucking with you because of this, and this reason.
True.
So you know what? I'm done with you for
Yeah,
now.
true.
You need to take a chill pill.
Artists forget that.
Teach
Dude,
them
at
a
the end of
lesson.
the day, the people are still gonna buy your music.
Thank you.
So you do dumb shit, you can lose a whole, you can alienate a whole group of people.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think T.I.'s album is worthy of being album of the year?
Yes. I don't doubt
Like,
that.
because I listened to the first 10 tracks and that's why I said like 70% already. You got
It's gone.
me.
You got me.
But the thing is, you know why it's gonna go under the radar, because of one of the points you made about it, the social commentary.
But it's
People
so important
don't.
though.
But the thing is that people right now, we always come
Don't
to the
hear that.
conclusion that everybody